And we're back. We are still at the amusement park here. I sorry for these episodes being so short. It's just good experimenting for something different. Like last year, everything was like an hour or two, and a show. So we're just trying to do some shorter little shows and whatever. And we'll see how that goes. But I could see going back to the longer format maybe next year. We're just still here in the amusement park having a good old fun time. Not really figure out what is the history of this place. I mean, I'm surrounded by R2D2s. Still got the painted nails. I actually like red painted nails. I think they're very classy. You know, but um, this kind of a ride. These are some of these rides I wouldn't ever go near in real life because I don't really trust the carnies that are like mainsing these things. Really don't desire to be just torn to pieces or something. Uh, but even then, I don't really desire also to be, made violently ill. Like, but in this virtual world, this is fine. This is good. This is just something different. I mean, sort of in a world of fun. And just oh, it's. I know it's not the same. It's not like real life. When you have a body that's full of like all kinds of sensory and feelings, and there's an R2D2 unit staring at me, and he just walks by. I gotta give him credit. At least the R2D2 units, like at least they like get on the rides and do the thing. You got a Ferris wheel up there. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. So, I'm just still trying to figure out like what is this place and I'm just trying to. I can't even find like books. I can't find any kind of like newspapers. There's a military R2D2 unit. That's a bit scary. Um. So yeah, I really don't know what the history of this place is. It's kind of just freaking weird, and now we're going on this long I've seen these rides before. They've been around for years, decades. You go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, and all I will say is like, hopefully you didn't eat anything. Don't eat too many elephant ears before going on these rides, or you'll be projectile vomiting on that guy with the backwards baseball cap. He looks like a giant thumb, like hi, I'm a giant thumb. There used to be, wasn't there? There used to be a whole fad of like shows and things on the internet of people like, making like weird animated faces on like thumbs and like oranges and stuff. And there was a guy who made the Kung Pao movies, the Kung Pao movie, and he made a movie right after that called like Fummy, or the Fum Fodder, and that's all it was. It was like a whole bunch of characters like that, where it was just like thumbs with faces on them, and it was funny as hell, man. Like it was. I mean, he's a very good comedy writer. It was like Steve Odenkirk. I don't know if that's correct. There was a show called Mr. Show, and I think that's That's Odenkirk. That's the wrong guy, I think. It's been too many years, and I haven't really heard anything from the guy who made like Kung Pao and stuff. So, I mean, it's very good graphics in this game. I mean, it's not like you really gotta understand that. Even graphics that come from like, well, that's not something I want to walk by. That that's called a smashed skull. That's and I was like thinking, you could really test the bounds and see if you jump in there or see if your AI character got killed or something. No, thank you. Oh, we got this ride here. We had done this. I think I'm skipping the Ferris wheel. I didn't even think about that at the time. But ooh. Ooh. Oh, I have to say, like the rides. I mean, the rides actually feel like rides. I mean, that's pretty good. So, like, if you had a virtual reality helmet, that this would be pretty cool. Yeah, we we I'm trying. I'm trying to be like, oh, I could, I could get into this, like it is what it is, it's very relaxing, it's kind of like ASMR, really, I got to keep talking, it is a show. I mean, it's funny, but I'm in a virtual world. It's like I don't perceive of a show, but it's like natural for me. Like I gotta like commentate out loud like this. The R2D2s don't seem to mind me commentating like this. It's kind of like whatever, They're sort of like, who cares? And I just want to watch pro wrestling. Look at that railing. Play some WrestleFest or something. Watch some old WWF from the late '80s or something, or WCW. Jim Herd WCW. But let's see what else there is, Do 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 do. I always hated when I was a kid, and these places were always open on the hottest day of the year. I almost don't know. It was just like, what's just like, it's sort of like, hey, why don't we like, why not have one of these like amusement parks open like, why not like, I mean, well, I'm talking about like annual or annual state fairs and things like that. And it's kind of like, why don't we just have this in like around like the end of June or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, but um I mean, it's just they always pick the hottest day of the year. And it's like Oshkosh, like even though it's not an amusement park, it's about, airplanes and stuff, but they always pick like the end of July. And it's like, bro, it's like the hottest time of the year. It's like I realize it's you have the greatest possibility of better weather, to fly and stuff. But man, you're freaking roasting out there. And you got sort of a Jewish amusement ride here. It's like Star of David's everywhere. Although it's kind of controversial because they're like yellow stars of David. That's kind of a little bit of a haunting throwback to World War II, though. Don't know if that's on purpose. I mean, for all you know, the person who made the game is Jewish. So Mazel Tov. Well, of course, let's see. Well, that's it for the show. See you next week.